Hello folks, it's Urbfilms, and I'm back with my yearly tradition of telling you stories that are either awkward or sad. But anyways, if you follow my Twitter account, you'll know that I moved across the country over the summer. You'll also know that I've seen some really scary things, man. Anyways, now that I moved, I have to say that my new school is about the same level of normalness as my old school. But whenever I tell my friends, my new friends, about my old school, they always say I'm weird. Yep. And I don't know why they say I'm weird. But I'll tell you the stories that I told them to deduce why I'm weird. Yay! So I had a science class in 6th grade, and it was a long time ago, but I specifically remember this memory. The teachers held a little open house for the students to go to the school before school officially started in September, and they basically introduced themselves. The teachers had little bios of themselves, and I picked up the bio of my 6th grade science class teacher, and it said, "Hello, I like science, and I also like zooming around in Hot Wheels." Now that is a variety of hobbies there, let me tell you. And I don't know what to expect of this man when I walk into his classroom for the very first time. And I do enter his classroom in September, and he calls roll. Now, I've never said this on the internet before, but my username Urbfilms derives from my 3 initials, URB, and nobody can seem to pronounce my first initial because, yeah. And I usually use my middle name, which starts with an R, but when my science teacher calls roll, he calls my first name, terribly mispronounces it, and I try to raise my hand, and I say, "Excuse me, sir, with all due respect, I'd like to tell you that I usually go by my middle name." And then he told me, "Don't correct the teacher. I will eventually get it." And the look in his eyes told me that he wasn't just going to ride in his Hot Wheels, but he was going to run me over with them instead. Now, in the middle of the year, the teachers thought it would be a fun thing to have the science teacher and the social studies teacher switch places for a day. Why? I don't know. So the science teacher is trying to work the overhead projector, and he goes, "Where is the remote for the overhead projector in this..." This accent is offensive. So he goes, "Where is the remote for the overhead projector in this classroom?" And my friend says, "I ate it." He just literally says I ate it. Now the class had a good laugh about this, but my science teacher didn't, and he told my friend to exit the classroom, and he makes my friend fill out a form about what he did wrong, and what he'd do differently next time. And what's he supposed to write there? What did I do? I told my teacher that I ate the remote. What will you do differently next time? I don't know, I'll eat a salad instead. Now, if there's anything we can take away from this story, it's that you never get run over by Hot Wheels alone. Now, my science teacher wasn't the only weird teacher in the school. There's also this social studies teacher. She was scary. I mean, scary? There's no different adjective to describe that. But she wouldn't hand out detentions or scream at you. No, she threatened to sit on kids. Yeah, look, I'm serious. She threatened to sit on kids, and she had a list of kids that she was gonna sit on. Of course, she didn't actually sit on us, because we were young back then, and we were stupid, and we didn't understand sarcasm, and we also didn't understand how illegal child abuse was. And so we were scared. And there's always this looming threat above us that we were gonna be sat on. That was until the end of the year. June came, and I remember everyone being so happy that no one would be sat on. But then the 7th grade science teacher retired, and so the teacher that threatened to sit on kids had moved up to 7th grade, and she kept the same list of kids. Well, the moral of this story is, if you don't like being sat on, don't talk in the middle of class. Oh man, guys, I've been recording for 12 minutes straight, but I have one more story for you guys. Now, this story will make me look very lame, it'll ruin my self-esteem, and yes, that is all. So, in 1st grade, this was in 1st grade, and I was just on the playground by myself, minding my own business. I was walking around, not causing any trouble. And, before I start, I just want to say that my old elementary school had this weird system of punishment where if you got in trouble on the playground, they'd make you walk the track. And I don't know what this was supposed to teach you. I don't know why they did this. Actually, you know what? It ruined my self-esteem. It was really degrading walking around that track. Wow, that's actually really smart. Well, anyways, enough digressing. I was minding my own business, and then there were kindergartners. Now, these kindergartners were in packs of like 7, and they all decided that they want to throw a rebellion against the 1st graders. I don't know why. It's like as if they wanted to throw an Animal Farm-like rebellion, except less cool, more lame, less bloody. But, I was one of the first graders that they saw, so they all came to me. They were in packs of 7 guys, and they tried to tackle me. They started punching me. Luckily, a supervisor came to the rescue. She walked up to me and said, "Were you involved in this?" And I thought, yeah, I was involved in this. I was the victim. So I looked up to her and I said, yeah, I was. And then she said, "Please do 7 laps around the track." And then I walked the track. And my self-esteem went all the way down. I got in trouble for something I didn't do. And, there is no moral to the story. Do you think this is funny? This was degrading. Oh my god. Am I actually getting sad telling the story? Shoot. Well, anyways, guys, you can subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna force you. If you don't like my videos, you can unsubscribe, but that's not recommended. And yeah. Also, I just want to be clear, I don't have anything against teachers. My mom was a teacher, and she taught Japanese culture and the Japanese language. I don't know any Japanese, though. I'd probably butcher it. Bye.